George Mira Sr., the quarterback who helped shape the identity of Miami Hurricanes football, has passed away at the age of 83. His legacy stretches far beyond statistics or trophies. It lives in the culture, pride, and spirit of generations of Miami fans and players. He was known to many simply as the Matador, a nickname earned from his remarkable ability to slip away from oncoming defenders. His movements on the field were quick, fearless, and full of confidence, making him one of the most memorable figures in early Miami football history. Mira played for the Hurricanes from 1961 through 1963, a time when the program was still finding its voice on the national stage. What he delivered wasn't just great play, it was personality, grit, and a style of football that made people pay attention. During his years at he became one of the most electric players in college football. His performances won him national respect, and he eventually became a two-time All-American, an honor reserved only for the very best. In 1963, he led the nation in total offense, solidifying himself as a player who could dominate any defensive scheme placed in front of him. His numbers, leadership, and playmaking ability helped lift the Hurricanes into a new era. His impact was so significant that the university retired his number 10 jersey, one of the highest recognitions an athlete can receive. Only a handful of Miami players have ever been given that honor. Mira's name also sits proudly in the University of Miami's Ring of Honor, where only the most influential and unforgettable figures in program history are placed. It is a permanent home for his legacy. Before Miami was known as Quarterback U, it was Mira who laid the foundation. He came before the long list of iconic Miami quarterbacks like Jim Kelly, Bernie Kosar, Vinny Testaverde, Gino Torretta, and Ken Dorsey. Many fans remember the era of dominant quarterback play at but Mira was the one who set the tone and proved that Miami could produce stars at the position. The university released a heartfelt message honoring him, expressing deep sadness over his passing and extending condolences to the Mira family. The statement remembered him not just as a player, but as a true symbol of the program's early rise. After college, his football journey continued at the professional level. He played in the NFL from 1964 to 1971, bringing his calm presence and strong arm to several teams. One of his most notable NFL experiences came in 1971, when he spent a season with the Miami Dolphins as the backup to Bob Griese, another legendary quarterback. His career didn't stop in the NFL. Mira also played in the Canadian Football League and the World Football League, showing the same competitive drive that had defined him since his college days. His influence even carried into the next generation. His son, George Mira Jr., went on to play linebacker for the Hurricanes in the 1980s, continuing the family connection to football. Mira's rise to fame brought attention not only to his skills, but also to his roots. He was featured on the cover of Sports Illustrated's college football preview issue in 1963, a major spotlight for both him and the University of Miami. The article, written by John Underwood, painted a vivid picture of Mira's life growing up in Key West and how his upbringing shaped him into the fiery competitor he became. The story highlighted memories from his childhood, the challenges he overcame, and the pride he carried from being raised in a close-knit island community. It captured the spirit of a young athlete whose determination and charm drew people to him long before he stepped onto a national stage. Sportswriter Luther Evans was the one who famously gave Mira the nickname, the Matador, recognizing his uncanny talent for dodging pass rushers with elegance and flair. The name stuck because it fit perfectly. Watching Mira felt like watching a performer, someone who knew exactly how to move defenders out of their rhythm. His legacy goes beyond wins, awards, or newspaper headlines. It lives in the memories of fans who witnessed his brilliance and in the stories passed down through generations of Miami faithful. He played with courage and joy, always carrying himself with humility despite the praise that surrounded him. That combination made him rare. College football was different in his era, but Mira stood out even then. His creativity and boldness on the field would have made him a star in any decade. His presence shaped the way Miami viewed the quarterback position. He turned it into a symbol of leadership, excitement, and possibility. He brought a style to the Hurricanes that made the team more than just a football program, he made it a spectacle. His passing brings sadness, but it also brings an opportunity to celebrate a man whose influence will never fade from Miami's history. Every fan who watched him play and every player who followed in his footsteps carries a piece of his legacy. He was more than a star quarterback. He was a pioneer, a trailblazer, and one of the first true icons of Miami Hurricanes football. Through every game, every achievement, and every memory he left behind, George Mira Sr. remains a timeless part of the Hurricane story. And even now, as fans remember his remarkable life, the Matador continues to inspire, just as he did more than 6 decades ago.